And as we've reported, PG&E has already turned off the power to thousands of customers to try to prevent a wildfire in these conditions. This map shows where public safety power outage is underway. It's the areas colored in pink. 2,300 affected customers are in Vacaville with almost 700 in Fairfield. The other shutoffs are in rural areas of Solano, Sonoma, Napa, Alameda, and Contra Costa counties.
Now, we've been dealing with these deliberate PG&E power shutoffs for 3 years. Are we stuck with them for the future? And what's being done to minimize the fire risk? ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Stephanie Sierra is digging into promises made by PG&E to address the problem and if they are being followed. She's in the newsroom. Stephanie.
Yes, Dan. Well, this year, PG&E announced changes that would be implemented specifically to reduce the threat of wildfires and rolling blackouts, one of which is plans to underground 10,000 miles of power lines. But experts say that won't be the most cost-effective solution. As the Bay Area faces yet another threat of rolling blackouts, for the past 3 years, it feels like deja vu again and again. So what's being done to prevent it?
It's job one for all of California's utilities to get better at this.
Ralph Cavanna is the co-director of the Natural Resources Defense Council's Energy Program, an international environmental advocacy group. He's advised leadership at North American utility companies for decades.
No one wants to be without power for any length of time.
Cavanna says over the past 3 years, utility companies like PG&E are prioritizing two goals to reduce the risk of rolling blackouts.
It's how to limit the areas that are affected by these shutoffs and how to restore power more quickly.
According to research conducted by Cavanna, over the past 3 years, PG&E has made progress getting control of the power grid to blackout areas only deemed necessary to prevent fire risk, as well as enhancing its system inspections to be able to restore power faster. In other words, that all means in the long run,
over time, the severity of these incidents diminishes.
In July, the utility company announced plans to underground 10,000 miles of power lines to minimize wildfire risk. ABC 7 asked PG&E where that goal stands today.
Well, PG&E actually just finished up an undergrounding project here in Santa Rosa, where I am right now, in the Rincon Valley neighborhood. It was one area where these customers kept getting impacted by psps events. 11,000 customers are now not going to be impacted by these psps events because they're in a non-high fire threat area and because we put those lines underground.
But Cavanna worries long-term that won't be the most cost-effective solution.
Undergrounding, by most estimates, is 2 to 5 times the cost of having lines above ground. I still want to see whether there are other solutions in parts of the system that can deliver equivalent benefit at lower cost.
Now, PG&E says they were already planning to move power lines underground even before the Dixie Fire happened. But, Dan, the company did admit it created a sense of urgency to accelerate their progress, and it certainly showed with their current progress.
All right. Steph, give us a sense of what you're hearing about, or walk us through PG&E's plan to prioritize which and what power lines to bury.
So we're told the main priorities will be protecting critical facilities like hospitals and fire stations, while also looking at a variety of factors like constructability and existing infrastructure to see where logistically it makes the most sense to move power lines underground. But it's still unclear how many miles of power lines have been installed to date. 10,000 miles is certainly an ambitious goal, and they tell us they're still processing that total.
Okay. Steph, thank you very much.